Guys, it's your boy Benny. Let's say you were a fan of the UFC and you went to go see your favorite fighter and you're a big time fan of this fighter and you cannot wait to see him kick some ass in the ring. You're sitting ringside next to Joe Rogan and Donald Trump, Dana White and Kid Rock, and you are ready to watch a brawl. And as soon as the bell rings, that fighter shits his pants and cries like a little bitch and tries to get out of the ring and throws punches like this and isn't a fighter at all. You'd feel defrauded. You'd feel like you've been fed a lie. And that is precisely what Green Day's last remaining fans feel like today, I guess. Are there any Green Day fans? It's like a dodo bird. Like maybe there were at some point, but they're extinct now. But Green Day played the Dick Clark Rock and Roll Eve live on ABC, brought to you by Pfizer and Planet Fitness. And boy, that's punk rock. That's a punk rock booking if I've ever heard it. That's a punk rock. That's like Sex Pistols in the underground of London. That's that. I mean, there's nothing more punk rock than playing a show sponsored by Pfizer and sponsored by Planet Fitness on ABC for Dick Clark. Okay, so Green Day, which looks a lot like a hybrid between Rachel Maddow and Megan Rapinoe at this point. And Green Day, which are in their 50s and still wearing eyeliner and still dyeing their hair blonde, like angsty little punk kids from the early 90s. Green Day, which hasn't had a relevant number one hit in over 2 decades, decided to play their last relevant number one hit about the Iraq War, but changed a lyric. The lyric was, "I am not down with a redneck agenda." Now they've changed it to, wait for it, "So stunning and brave." Go. As they sit there and rage for the machine. This is Green Day, the band that is fighting against the people who are standing against forever war. You do know the original song, American Idiot, was about people who blindly trust and believe the corporate media and blindly are manipulated into fighting wars, right? That's the original. This was a song released in 2004, and it was released at the height of the Iraq War against George W. Bush and the Republican Party, which had unified control of Congress and unified control of a lot in American culture. Much has changed in 2 decades. Maybe good, maybe bad. But ladies and gentlemen, let's just say the machine is now completely and totally run by Green Day. The machine, every single Fortune 500 corporation, every law firm, every major educational institution, every media company, and unified power across our court systems and across our government is run by the corporate fascistic Democrat Party and the woke agenda. So Green Day is the machine now. These people aren't raging against anything. In fact, they're raging against the only party that is standing against forever war. The only party that was actually formed, the MAGA party and America First Party, that was formed in order to stop wars like the war in Ukraine or wars in Iraq. But here we have, ladies and gentlemen, the stunning and brave. This is the image of stunning bravery. It's a 57-year-old guy wearing eyeliner, looking like I don't know, like butch postmenopausal workers at a Petco in northern Bedford, Massachusetts. That's what they look like. This is what they look like, ladies and gentlemen. Green Day reworks hit song lyric to trash MAGA agenda during Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. So punk rock to play live on New Year's Eve, rockin' on ABC. Look at this cringe, says Jack Posobiec. Look at the cringe. Look at the cringe. Excuse me, sir. This is like, it's like a table of Karens asking if their soy lattes were organic, truly organic, and where the beans came from before they get into their Subarus. This is what Green Day looks like now. The person who we were most excited to dunk on this was Elon Musk, and of course Elon Musk does not disappoint. Not the Bee, the Babylon Bee non-satirical website said Green Day tried to prove that they're still cool by changing the lyrics to slam MAGA agenda on TV last night. Elon Musk says Green Day goes from raging against the machine to milk toastly raging for it. Yes, correct. When every institution is owned by your political ideology, you don't get the chance to claim that you're a punk rock anymore. Okay. So this is what was published about Elon Musk destroying Green Day. Elon Musk states Green Day is raging for the machine. Ex-owner chimed in at the aging punk band Green Day's attempts to stay relevant, accusing the group of raging for the machine by changing lyrics to one of their songs. The band, led by a craggy eyeline-wearing frontman Billy Armstrong, altered the words to the early 2000 songs American Idiot. Armstrong, now aged 51, but still sporting bleached hair as if he is a teenager, replaced the words part of the redneck agenda to I'm not part of the MAGA agenda. Oh, okay. Let's see some of the responses here. Nothing more punk than playing Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve, brought to you by Planet Fitness. I miss the 90s when punk rock wasn't raging for the machine. Correct. Stunning and Brave 2004 is going to be awesome. Yes, Stunning and So Brave. This just makes me want to vote Trump even more. Green Day has always been a punk band for soy boys. Never liked their happy little punk rock sound. It doesn't surprise me that they'd be for the party that wants complete control and dominance over everything. Also, doesn't surprise me that they'd bend over to spread it. Yikes. Green Day hasn't been relevant in a decade. Nobody cares what they think. They're only going woke and attacking Trump now because they're past their prime and desperate for attention. This is how it always works. It's how it always works. When you've lost any societal relevance, you just scream out something politically. Woke up to the awful news that Green Day made fun of Trump supporters. How could this be? What will we do without 50-year-old rich men wearing eyeliner on our side? Yeah, that's right. You can keep them. Green Day also made a political statement in 2022. F Ted Cruz. Got it? Ooh, edgy. So edgy. Green Day is a fungal infection, not a rock band. Got it. Yeah, well, true. And before it was a redneck agenda, I don't really care that he doesn't like rednecks or MAGA, says Tim Pool. I just assume he'd be in favor of creepy-ass cult woke shit, and I will insult urban literal cultists at the same time. Truly. Wasn't American Idiot meant to be a critique of the Iraq War? Hasn't it dawned on Green Day that the key piece of the MAGA agenda is not only the rejection of that war, but the opposition to similar interventions going forward? This is embarrassing. Yes, it is embarrassing. You morons. Okay. 2023 was rough on all of us. Megan Rubino. He did the meme. Oh, the incredible suffering of existence and humanity. The emo meme. Green Day's Billy Joe Armstrong replaced the words American Idiot with MAGA agenda. Yes, because that's totally what everyone is begging to hear. They have become the American Idiots, says ALX from Genius.com. Producer ALX. Genius.com, by the way, translates lyrics to songs. American Idiot can be more broadly defined as a member of the American public who buys into the lies and the corrupt government media establishment feeds them in order to keep them dumb and misinformed. What does this sound like? Yeah, sounds like people who support this guy. This guy. This is what it sounds like. Which party has been completely brainwashed by the corporate press into going along with the message? The party that votes for glazed donut face over here. So this is how bad. This is who Green Day was rocking on behalf of. Green Day raging on behalf of the machine, represented by two geriatrics in adult diapers who look like they've just been wheeled directly out of pudding time at the nursing home. Joe Biden, in full-blown dementia mode, can't even answer the pre-scripted questions that he'd been given before the interview by Ryan Seacrest. Joe Biden unable to answer questions by Ryan Seacrest, looking like a glazed jelly donut from Krispy Kreme. I don't know what they've done to Joe Biden's face, man, but he just looks completely bent. He looks like he has been laying face first in a pool of salt water while being stung by sea urchins that are venomous in the face and directly in the cheeks and ballsack chin that he has. And what the hell is Joe Biden wearing? I don't know. But I know that it's probably something that Billy Joe Armstrong would wear. Maybe Joe Biden and Billy Joe Armstrong and Alice Cooper have the same hairdresser. I don't know. I'd love to find out. This is what that interview sounded like. By the way, these are the people who Billy Joe Armstrong are telling you that you must fight for. You got to fight for these people. This is what punk rock looks like to Green Day. Watch.
Welcome back to New Year's Rockin' Eve, presented by Amazon Prime. It is Ryan Seacrest with you, and we're so honored that joining us right now are two very special guests, President Joe Biden and Dr. Jill Biden. It's nice to see you once again. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Ryan. Happy New Year.
Thanks for having us.
Mr. President, before we start here about the new year, I'm curious, what sort of holiday foods have you been enjoying over the last few days?
Well, I've been eating everything that's put in front of me. I've eaten pasta, which I love. Yeah. Eating a lot of chicken parmesan, I've been eating all Italian foods, basically.
And ice cream.
And ice cream, chocolate chip ice cream.
It's good to know that you're eating like the rest of us here across the country. As you look back and reflect on 2023, what sort of memories, highlights stand out for you?
Well, one of the big highlights stands out for me is my dad used to have an expression. He'd say, Joey, a job's about a lot more than the paycheck. It's about your dignity. It's about respect. So many people through the Midwest and in the center of the country, their factories are shipped overseas the last couple times out, and they were losing hope and faith. So we brought a lot of jobs back to the United States. People are in a position to be able to make a living now, and they've created a lot of jobs, over 14 million. And I guess I just feel good that the American people got up. They've been through a rough time with pandemic, but now we're coming back. They're back.
Well, we've got 1 million plus people here in Times Square and so many eyes on the big ball for the big moment tonight as we get ready for 2024. What are your hopes for the new year for both of you?
Well, my hope is that everybody has a healthy, happy, and safe new year. But beyond that, I hope that they understand that we're in a better position than any country in the world to lead the world. And we're coming back, and it's about time.
Dr. Biden, your hopes for America?
Well, I think it's what I would always tell my students. Be positive, be optimistic, and be kind to one another. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Enjoy 2 scoops of ice cream tonight, both of you. Thanks for coming on. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moral of the story is don't be a simp. Don't be a boot-looking fraud. Green Day has the boots shoved so far down their throats of BlackRock, Vanguard, Pfizer, Moderna, the Democrat Party, the fascistic woke movement. They are gobbling those boots. They are frauds. They are embarrassment to themselves, that whatever remaining fans they have. And I'm really glad that, the only people that were watching Dick Clark's Rock on New Year's Eve were like your great grandparents already blackout on Manischewitz sleeping on the couch. Those are pretty much the only people that had this on during the New Year's Eve. But ladies and gentlemen, so cringe, so embarrassing. Hang your head in shame if you are the last remaining Green Day fan. How cringe! How cringe! This channel isn't cringe. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay based with your boy Benny. Pray that Green Day gets their AARP and secret Social Security cards in the mail very, very soon. Okay, then they can stop playing these embarrassing shows, and finally retire with Joe Biden in the same nursing home, same eyeliner. Joe Biden. See ya.